overwhelming feeling that I'm in hell. And this is a really hard experience for me to explain to somebody, because it's just something that I felt, and it's something that I knew. It wasn't like spoken to me. It wasn't anything audible. It was just something that my mind automatically knew. So I knew that I was hell, and I knew that the feeling that I was feeling was eternal. So I knew that I was in eternity, and it was just a feeling that I knew that the condition that I felt would never change. Okay, like never, ever, 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 ever. And that was the really scary part about it, because you knew that that horrible feeling that you were feeling would never go away. There was no rest. There was no cure. It was just, you were going to feel like that forever and ever and ever. You wouldn't even be able to die. You would just keep feeling that forever. And the feeling that I felt was eternal separation from God. And it was just something that I knew, okay? It was just something that God showed me. He showed me that he was gone. He was completely out of the picture, that there was just like a gulf separating us. And I could no longer have the benefits of having God there anymore. And so what he showed me was that God is everything. God is love, okay? He's just a being of love, of light, of happiness. Every good thing comes from God. Any feeling of happiness, peace, hope, joy, comfort, love, everything good comes from God. And God is not able to be in the presence of sin, period. He just can't be. Like, it's just an impossibility. So when you die without Jesus and you go to hell, you're basically just going to a place where God doesn't exist anymore. And that place is full of sorrow, pain, agony, depression, no rest, no comfort, no love, nothing. I mean, you take your worst day here on earth and magnify every bad feeling that you've ever felt here, magnify it times like 500 billion. That's what hell is. It's absolute mental anguish. It's mental torment. It's really hard to describe, but it's something that, I mean, you feel like you can't bear it. You feel like you can't even go one more second feeling like that. It's just horrible. I wouldn't wish hell on my worst enemy. I honestly don't believe that anybody deserves that, to go there. It's miserable. It's complete and total mental torment, mental anguish. You just know. And you know when you're there, like, you remember your life on earth, and you remember all the people that tried to tell you about Jesus and about salvation. And I remember my pastors and my Sunday school teachers, and I remember them telling me all these things, and I wanted so bad to go back to earth. And you can ask my husband, because I thought that I had died, and I was telling him, how do we die? I don't remember us dying. I said, oh my God, we're in hell. We're in hell. Like, we have died and gone to hell. I remember looking over at my husband, and this is somebody who I love more than anything in the world, but love didn't exist. He was just like this lifeless soul sitting next to me that could do nothing for me. His words didn't comfort me. I didn't even feel any love for him, because love didn't exist anymore. It was just horrible. And you knew that, like, you couldn't even go to sleep. Like, you know, every comfort that you even have that you forget about, you know, just like a drink of water, laying down on your comfortable bed on your pillow at night, warm water, just like any type of good, comforting feeling, any type of love, any type of goodness that we have here on this earth is in hell. When you die without Jesus, it's all gone, because God is the one who provides all the goodness. God truly is just this being of love and goodness and light, and that's what he taught me whenever I had that vision, when I had that experience. And you know, luckily I came out of it. You know, I went to sleep that night, and the next morning I woke up and I was like, oh, thank you, God, that I'm back on earth. And I just felt so empowered, like I have a second chance, you know, like I didn't die. God didn't let me die without him, and he pulled me out of this.